Hey everybody. Today we're going to talk about the Heathers and how weird the musical adaptation is. We're going to talk about Heathers the musical and why it's weird. So Heathers is a 1980s movie. Heathers is a 1980s cult classic about a group of girls, a clique, and the main girl, Veronica, who is a part of the clique, but she's kind of like in the middle ground between like being popular and being unpopular, because there's this very toxic social structure here where you very much, if you have a status of popularity or you don't, and that's a stark, there's a huge divide. Veronica doesn't like that, but she's like doesn't really do anything to fight it. And then she meets JD, our edgy love interest turned antagonist. I just want to say that I personally love JD. I think Christian Slater is very aware of the character that he's playing, the angle that he's coming from. JD is the antagonist of the film. He is a love interest, and you could also argue that the Heathers themselves are antagonists, but you can have multiple antagonists. And JD is ultimately the bad guy. He is resolved to be hateful. He is resolved to be self-righteous, and it literally kills him. If you don't know the story of Heathers, I don't know why you're watching this video, but JD and Veronica start dating and accidentally kill the meanest girl in school, Heather Chandler, frame it as a suicide. And then it's like this funny, haha, well, we got him, until Veronica realizes that JD is actually just trying to murder people he just doesn't like. And granted, these are shitty people, like sexist jocks, but he's also like chasing them around with guns and telling Veronica that they're not real guns. From this, we can assume that JD's main intention is revenge, is teaching these people a lesson, is righting the great wrongs of the world. Whether or not JD really loved Veronica is up for debate. And at the end of the day, it wasn't the most important motivator for him. And that's huge. That's fucking huge, because Veronica and JD's relationship is at the core of this fucking film. Now, what if we took that, right? This great story about how being hated and hating in return is a cycle that feeds itself. You want to take that and take everyone has the capacity for change, and you're just gonna like fucking kill it and murder it. Just murder it, because that's what Heathers the musical does. Just totally takes the message from the movie and just is like, but what if like JD was like troubled and like misunderstood? He didn't kill himself because of some grand plan, some great manifesto that he has internalized. No, he kills himself at the end because he believes that that's the only way to make up for what he's done, because he could never change or be better. It's too late for him. I mean, the guy literally says in his last song before blowing himself up that it's too late for him, but not Veronica. What the fuck does that mean? You turn the fucking antagonist, the catalyst to this great message, into a fucking martyr? What the fuck were the people who wrote this fucking musical on? So the movie has this great message about how you can choose to break the cycle of hate by simply being the bigger person, taking care of yourself, having an open mind and an open heart. And it just literally throws it in the fucking garbage. It's like, actually, people aren't capable of changing. Actually, they're not. And they should just take themselves out, like a martyr. Even if he was sacrificing himself, why wouldn't he just set the bomb down and then walk away? I don't understand why he needed to hold it. Just because they wanted to make it more epic and edgy and toxic. So yeah, Heathers the musical is weird because it completely ruins the Veronica and the JD relationship by taking something that is intentionally framed as toxic and unhealthy and framing it as good and sweet and romanticizing it through rose-colored glasses. So yeah, that's why I think Heathers the musical is weird. Anyways, like and subscribe.